When Kayce and Rip fight, I think it's like the best sort of boxing match in the world. It's a little bit like your dad arguing with your uncle. Like, you know they're not gonna kill each other, so maybe it's kind of fun. That's not what it's like when my dad and my uncle fight. That was too different. That'd be not so fun. And those guys are like amazing actors and performers.
Oh,
and
to
like,
do
just
that,
to like
that day
jump
was
back
insane.
into that day was nuts. Just like take after take in the dust. Like there's no real faking that. Like there's amazing stunt performers that were involved, obviously, in capturing that scene. But those actors were throwing each other around in the dust, up and down.
I was tired from standing.
Yeah, I know. We were just pulling up on our horses every time.
Yeah. I was like, I'm exhausted. I don't know how many more times I could pull up off this horse. It's like, they're getting this knot knocked out of each other.
You want us to get in there?
No. This needs to happen.
Seeing what Rip is willing to do for the family.
Kayce needs to learn how to run this place.
What it takes to give up your ego and your pride.
He needs to learn how to lead these men.
To get beaten in such a way.
You understand what I'm asking?
For the greater good.
Oh, Kayce. Take it.
To sacrifice, it's so noble and brutal and awful.
Well, you made him earn it. Thank you.
And they both win. They both get what they want. I mean, it's brilliantly conceived.
Now I need you two to get along. He needs to be able to depend on you, Rip.
I think it's such a fascinating kind of dichotomy of two human beings coming together with different like ideological standpoints in the way that they see their family, the way that they see John Dutton. You know, because I both think, you know, like one is his father, the other one sees him as his father.
Well, I hope you can depend on him, because I haven't seen a shred of proof that you can. I guess you see something I don't.
He's my son. That's what I see.
It's a pretty intense kind of circumstance, really.
It's also like they've been sniping at each other for like a season and a half at that point. So it's also like, all right, guys, get it out.
Yeah,
You know, I think there's part of that energy too. Is like, if this means that we can move forward instead of continually fucking taking shots at each other, like, then I think that's worth it.
Hey, what the fuck you doing standing there? Start wrapping wire.
Hell, I'm leaving tonight.
Rip hates Walker because Walker like is the antithesis of Rip. Walker won't commit himself to something he doesn't necessarily believe in, and Rip is so fully committed to it. Like, it's Rip's way of life, and so I think Walker exists as a sort of reminder to Rip. Yeah, like as a sort of constant thorn in Rip's side, like this sort of nagging attack on the values that Rip has like risked his life for and given his life to, which are the values of this ranch.
Spend my week's wages at the bar for all I give a shit.
Walker doesn't care about anything.
Don't I know it?
And Rip cares to the nth degree, and then Walker gets rewarded with affection from Beth.
Yeah.
Well, I reckon I got a fondness for the farmer's daughter. Guess we got that in common, don't we?
I can imagine that just blows up Rip's head. And so the focus of all his rage has got to be on this guy who really hasn't done anything. He's just does his work. And Rip needs an outlet. He needs an enemy. He needs something to fight at all times. Like, it's hard to fight a guy that doesn't want to.
It is, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, if you feel like we have to fight this thing out to make whatever you feel better, then we'll do that. And there's no power in that. Like, you instantaneously disarming the other person because that other person wants you to be where they are.
It's so infuriating. It's so infuriating to be pissed off at someone who doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you know, and you just can't do it. And like you said, them being rewarded with Beth's affection and attention, it's just even more because it's like now he's having to deal with trying to fight Kayce and dealing with that, and then having to figure out what John's situation is, but then also trying to keep control of us.
We got 2 miles of fence to build. It's gonna work.
And now he has like this other guy, and the only person that Rip can ever actually be like affectionate with is Beth, and now that same affection is going to the very person that reminds him that there's another way to live. Is very, you know, it just makes him so complex in and of itself. But I would imagine that's why he has such a hatred towards him.
So just to clarify, Colby's mom, that's a cougar?
That'll be the last time you ever refer to my mom as a cougar.
She prefers wildcat.
That's one of those funny moments where like art imitates life because Denim's mom is really hot. Yeah, that scene where
also-
Jimmy calls Denim's mom a cougar is honestly, I'm glad that made it into the cut because I didn't even know they were rolling. Denim's mom is a cougar.
You just seemed like you were speaking from the heart, and that's what was hurtful. You know, because you just didn't run it past me, just, you know, emotionally before we had gotten there. You know, you had made comments off and on, but I just never thought that it would ever make it out to the real world. So yeah, it was definitely interesting.
I also think it's like the bunkhouse is the one place that we can be us. Like these guys can be themselves without the like fear of this external pressure, like where they can actually fuck around and they can actually just be friends.
It's a safe zone.
She's cheating. She doesn't even have sleeves.
It's
Like it's the bunkhouse, it's the fort. It's like, you know, when the treehouse. Nothing really bad is gonna happen if we're in here. It's like
Unless you're talking about somebody else's mom. Yes, it's funny.
like as soon as Rip moves into that space, all of a sudden the rules in there change.
It's kind of like a parent coming into your bedroom and saying like, hey, when you're having your sleepover with your friends, I'm gonna also be in here too. And it's like,
Yeah.
I know, but
I think as it goes on longer, we'll probably just sort of ignore him, I imagine.
I would think that, but
you
then at
think?
the same time, I think that maybe not, because it's like you have to be able to demand that same type of control when we're outside of that. You know, we're on the job, like on the ranch, you know, and it's like the same jokes that we're making, we can't make, you know, when we're in the field.
He doesn't look at anyone in the eye in the bunkhouse, ever. Because I assume, you know, he feels knocked down a peg. As soon as we walk outside, he's up in your grill
Yeah.
and terrifying again.
What are you dipshits doing?
It's a Saturday.
I know what fucking day it is, Jimmy.
So maybe we have power over him in the bunkhouse. I don't know. We'll play with that next season.
There's one rule on this ranch, cowboy. If you want to fight somebody, you fight me. I guess you forgot that rule, right? Go sit down.
I think that it started when he fought Luke Peckinpah's character, which was called
Fred.
Fred, right?
Yeah,
so
Fred.
and then he kicked Fred's ass. And the line is,
You want to fight somebody, you come fight me. I'll fight you all goddamn day.
you know, you want to fight? I'll fight you all goddamn day. And then the joke around set would be like if somebody says something, and Cole was nearby, like, you know, somebody hug somebody or whatever, and Cole would turn around, hey, do you want a hug? I'll hug you all goddamn day. You want a hug? You hug me. You hug me. I'll hug you all goddamn day. So whatever
That's
it
a lot
was,
of hugs. It's a pretty aggressive
sum
hug,
that out
actually.
for. You guys going to the spa? You go to the spa. You take me to the spa. I'll spa with you all day.
You're right. You're right. You should. We should give you spa
I'll get a
days.
clay mask all goddamn day.
You deserve the spa days. You're right.
All goddamn day.